2-Minute Drill, All-American, Battle of the Gridiron Stars, Beg, Borrow, and Deal, Bill Walton's Long Strange Chip, Bonds on Bonds, Bound for Glory, The Bronx is Burning, Cheap Seats, The Contender, The Bronx is Burning 2, Dream Job, Free Agent, I'd Do Anything, It's the Shoes, Night School, The Life, 9 for 9, Playmakers, The Bronx is Burning 3, Shaquille, Stump the Schwab, Teammates, Tilt.
ESPN Arena Football Monday, ESPN Day Game, ESPN National Hockey Night, ESPN Speed World, MLS Soccer Saturday, NASCAR on ESPN, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Baseball, Tuesday Night Fights, IndyCar Series on ESPN, and Body Shaping.
And Barstool Van Talk. So that is all the programs we are no longer affiliated with. We start like we did 18 months ago when we first got ceased and desisted by ESPN for using Pardon My Take as a name. We used that exact same intro to make everyone know that we are not affiliated with ESPN. And again, today is October 25th, and we are not affiliated with ESPN.
History repeats itself, and so unfortunately we learned nothing from the past. We wanted to talk to you guys. We're going to get serious for a little bit at the beginning.
Oh, wait, before we do that, can I make a quick joke? We lasted as long as Rick Pitino in an Italian restaurant.
That's good. We're going to get serious with you guys because we rarely do this, but you are as big a part of the show as we are, and we feel like we want to share with you what happened because there's been a lot of stuff that's been written about us from a lot of different places, some of it true, some of it not true. We wanted to give you kind of the background straight from the horse's mouth and kind of let you know how the process went, what our frustrations were, what we would change if we had to do it all over again, what we wouldn't change. But at the end of the day, we got an episode on the air.
Ooh.
It's a cult classic.
Yes.
We were joking earlier. It's like it's a miracle baby. It's a baby that had its umbilical cord around its neck in the wound, and everything went wrong, and the mother didn't have a vagina, and they did a C-section, and they tried to take it out, and they took it out, and it was blue.
Graphic.
And there was placenta everywhere, and the dad wouldn't even
eat that.
The dad wouldn't eat the placenta. He tried to suck it up with a straw, and it didn't work.
Put a little shrimp
in it.
It
was too thick.
Yeah.
And the little baby was sick. It got pneumonia in the first 2 days in the hospital, and it had a heart transplant. Jimmy Kimmel cried about it, and like all sorts of stuff happened. And then we saved it. We saved this little baby, and we took it out, and we walked out in the street, and a fucking bald eagle came and snatched it out of her hand.
Right out of her hand. Then we got hit by a bus.
Yes.
All right. You're probably confused right now. Let's reset. Our one episode of Barstool Van Talk that went on ESPN2 last week, the show has been canceled. It was canceled by ESPN. We're very disappointed, and I'd say it's a combination of disappointed, heartbreak, embarrassment. I know embarrassment sounds ridiculous, but it's something where like we were very excited. And this whole process was never our dream to be on TV. It was never something that we have to be on TV. It was something that was kind of presented to us, and we thought it was going to be a really cool opportunity to give you guys more content, different content. So to have that kind of ripped from us, it sucks. Yeah. There's no sugarcoating it. It fucking sucks, and I think there's some people to be blamed for it, but it sucks.
Yeah, there's some anger, but to touch on what you said about embarrassment, we're not embarrassed about the product we put out there. We're not embarrassed about what we did leading up to the show to try to get it on the air. We're not embarrassed about really anything that has to do with the content of the show. It's mostly just the fact of, like, my mom called me yesterday and was like, hey, I heard your show got canceled after 1 week. That's kind of embarrassing. Just as a person, that's
tough text messages. Yeah. People just feeling bad for you.
Exactly. But to reiterate what Big Cat said, don't feel bad for us. We're going to be fine. I guess I'll give a little context to how this all happened. It started 8 months ago, back in March. ESPN came to Erica and they said that they were interested in Pardon My Take. They have enjoyed our show. They sent a lot of their talent over to us in the last year or so to do interviews, and they wanted myself, Big Cat, and Hank to put together a Pardon My Take show. And we kind of went back and forth. It was a pretty cool thing to have this opportunity come to you where ESPN's like, hey, we want you to do a television show. Sounds like a good opportunity to branch out a little bit and try something fun. And I guess as the summer went on, things got closer to actually happening. In the last 2 weeks or so, the name change got suggested from Pardon My Take to Barstool Van Talk, and I'll be honest, I was against the name change. I thought Pardon My Take made sense from a branding standpoint, from what we've built right here to bring our audience over to to television. I thought it made all the sense in the world to keep the show's name as part of my take. Dave felt otherwise, and I think you probably see
so
his more than
I
do.
agree with Dave on that point, just because this was never a deal that was going to get us millions of dollars. The deal was to get more eyeballs. It was to, Barstool's never been on TV. We did a Comedy Central run. That was a 4 episode special. This was a 20-week deal. We were supposed to be on ESPN2 all the way to like late February. So to get, new eyeballs, to get people to fall in love with us, I understood it. It had to be branded that way. I think we all knew it was going to probably cause some problems, but I understood it. And we've been the past summer, months leading up, we've been kind of storing ideas for this TV show. That's why Larry's picks have been live periscoped. Last year they obviously were a little bit higher production. A lot of our energy has been put into getting this show ready.
I'll say I don't think we've put any less energy. In fact, we probably put more energy into the podcast.
Yeah, it's just video stuff.
It's the video stuff that I think was more focused on the upcoming TV show. But yeah, we disagree on that part about the name. I just kind of saw that as a pretty clear sign that there was going to be some significant backlash.
And there was. And so obviously everyone knows Sam Ponder tweeted that stuff out. It caused an entire shitstorm. People began the whole let's find what someone said in the past, which, for the record, I think is bullshit. I've said many things that I'm sure if you showed to me today, I'd be like, probably not the best. But I think more than anything, more than like one tweet or one word you said, you should be judged by the totality of everything you've done. And I will stand by everything I've done at Barstool. I'll stand by the platform that it's given me. I'll stand by the audience that I've built. None of that is changing. I did listen, obviously, to the pick'em that Dave and I did when he called her a slut. I think that was, looking back on it, it was stupid. And I apologize for that word, and I apologize for laughing. But I think the rest of the rant was kind of like, that's what we do. We make fun of, everything. And it was all kind of in context of what we do. So when you take something from 2014, take it out, rip it out of its context, put it in 2017, things are not going to look great all the time. But more than anything,
Sam Ponder's tweets herself.
Yeah, right. But at the end of the day, people who what sucked was it became an entire controversy that we couldn't talk about because the show was on thin ice, and any word that we said could basically jeopardize it. And all we cared about in this room was getting you guys the show. So my silence on Twitter, some people will be like, "Oh man, he doesn't want to say, oh man, Middleman Dan, oh man, he's trying to play the politics game." I literally was just trying to make sure the show got out.
I don't think that you can stop using the term middleman Dan. I think because it's
a Trumpism that Dave does to undercut me.
What you were doing at the time was actually just being like a good person, because you didn't want to create a pile-on. You didn't want to create.
Well, and I wanted the show to get out.
Yeah, you didn't want to create a distraction. You were doing the right thing at the time. So don't even worry about that stuff.
The point is, looking back on it, I think it was wrong. The slut thing was wrong. I think the timing of Sam Ponder's tweet, the grudge that she held, she had every right to be upset. But it was clear that it was put out there to undermine and cancel this show. And it was clear that other people at ESPN had the same exact motives and wanted to get this show canceled. And to those people who we all know who they are, I'll never forgive you. And that's just and I really wish ESPN had stood tall on it, because I think it was shitty that they put us on and then they basically took us off when they knew that this all could come brewing. They should have just never put us on to begin with. It was mismanaged from the beginning.
Nothing changed between that Tuesday that it got on the air and the following Monday when it was canceled. They should have just not let the show go on the air, because on that Tuesday, that's when kind of Dave looked back through Sam's tweets, started firing off some tweets at her, kind of reignited the controversy a little bit. And at that point, ESPN had a meeting about 2 hours till the show debuted. And the question was, are we going to pull the show?
Right.
It was a very realistic possibility that the show was going to get canceled. And it was funny, at the time, we all just kind of dropped what we were doing and just paced around the room and started punching walls. And Hank found out about a minute and a half after that Gordon Hayward had broke his leg tragically, and
Hank almost died.
Hank just fell on the ground and stayed on the ground for about a half hour.
We thought our show was getting taken off the air.
Yeah, but then
best 20 minutes ever.
So in retrospect, I think that it probably would have been a good idea to just cancel the show at that point.
Yeah, and I'll
say one thing. It sucks because obviously this was in the works for a long time, and I was skeptic. I didn't think there was points. I figured ESPN was going to have problems and cancel the show. So I was expecting that call, and I was just so pissed that it happened 2 hours before the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it was even worse to then think it was happening and get over that hump and then go back to it not happening.
I woke up Wednesday after the first show, and for the first time in like 6 months, I was like, fuck, we got a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've got a show. And, the whole thing has been just a fucking draining week, and it's one of those things where I probably in the moment I like wrote and deleted a million tweets. Like I said, we were just trying to get a show to you guys, and like Dave is gonna Barstool is what it is. People know what we are. I stand by what I've done at Barstool. I stand by, the last 5 years I have. There's no other platform that would let me do it. Like, that's the thing. Like, people keep saying, we're selling out or anything. Like, I love doing what I do. And I love doing it here, and I love being able to be the person I am. And I know that no other company would let me do that. I think we didn't hit every single note we could have hit. We didn't just let something go or apologize when we could have been like, hey, we could get to a bigger thing. And that's the thing. We always say, Dave preaches we want to reach the moon. Well, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to get to the moon, and this was part of getting the moon. So to have it taken away sucks.
And one other thing to the 2 or 3 people at ESPN that fought so hard to keep us off the air, if they had
on the air.
If they had people that fought so hard to keep us off the air. If they had spent any period of time listening to Part of My Take,
right,
reading the stuff that you and I write, just knowing what we're all about, they would probably agree with 99% of the shit that we say, and they think that we're funny, and they think that it was a talented show, and they would think that it would be a really good thing to have on there as a breath of fresh air. But instead, they chose to go with just kind of like a lazy, ignorant point of view about it, and kind of lump us in with something that somebody said 3 years ago in just an out of bounds rant. That yes, it sucked, but it has nothing to do with what we produce.
But Here's the one thing that I'll slightly disagree with you. I deserve to be lumped in because guess what? My Twitter handle is Barstool Big Cat. I've been working at Barstool for 5 years. I've helped build this company through blood, sweat, and tears. There's no you lump me in because I am lumped in. What I think we've gotten to, and a point we've gotten to, is like any other media company, our voices should all Dave's voice and my voice are not the same. We disagree on things many times. I've publicly been, chastised from inside these walls for disagreeing with Dave on Aaron Andrews. Or, sometimes people will harass other people on Twitter in the name of Barstool, and I've said that's fucking bullshit and it shouldn't happen. I get chastised for that from inside these walls. But that's the point. If you know me, if you listen to me, you know the person I am, and people who know that, they trust me, they like what I do, and they want to see me succeed. It's one of those things that people just look at it, just knee-jerk reaction. They look at 2 things, and they're like, okay, these guys are the worst. Lump them all together, and like I said, I am lumped into Barstool because I am Barstool, but we have different voices, just like ESPN has different voices, just like Fox has different voices, just like CNN has different voices. We've gotten to a point now where you should be able to say, that guy, maybe I don't agree with everything someone else said, but I agree with everything, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that we all should be able to rise together on that. I do want to say, as much as I think ESPN mismanaged this, I want to give a shout out to 3 people who have had our backs throughout. Burke Magnus, who believed in us, I think still does believe in us, and fought for us and tried to keep the show on air through and through. We can't thank him enough because it's something. It feels special to have someone really I see these guys and I see something different, and I know that they're gonna be able to reach the expectations I have for him, and he believed in us. and we can't thank them enough. The powers to be at ESPN, it got to a point where they couldn't handle the internal pressure. Like we said, I think they probably should have seen it coming, and they probably shouldn't even gone down that road. But that once they get that internal pressure, there's not a lot they can do. I also want to shout out our personal friends, Scott Van Pelt and Ryan Russillo, not to name drop, but those guys have always had our back. They've always been mentors. They've always given us advice.
They had us on their shows, Scott back in February, which is really the catalyst for all this, I think.
Right.
Was when ESPN executives saw that we could appear on their airwaves without pissing ourselves and like throwing shit at the camera.
We almost did.
Yeah, we came pretty close.
So our relationship with ESPN going forward, not great. You want to give it all you think?
You think?
It's not great.
But that doesn't mean that like we wouldn't have if like Rex Ryan
correct
wanted to come on the show. Obviously, we're going to interview Rex Ryan because we want to deliver a good show to you guys. You guys deserve top of the line guests if we can get them. We're not going to be taking like just random people from ESPN to make them look cool on our airwaves. But if it's like Rex Ryan, John Gruden, any of these guys,
just naming our wish list.
Yeah, any of these guys that we've wanted to interview for a while. Like, obviously, we're going to go ahead and do that.
It's exactly what I just said. There are people. If there are people out there who hate certain people at Barstool, fine. There are people out there who hate certain people at ESPN, fine. We have personal friends at ESPN. There are a lot of good people at ESPN. There are a lot of people who had our back. There are a lot of people that we will continue to have on the show and continue to be friends with, because guess what? The world is too small to start throwing out friends because of a failed TV show.
But guess what? You're like an elephant, and you're not going to forget.
I'm not going to forget. No, the people who actively tried to undermine this, fuck them. Honestly, just fuck them all, because I know who they are. They know who they are, and like I said, they should have had our back if they wanted to put the show on. It sucks that they didn't. It sucks that this all didn't work out. I'm pissed. I'm angry. But at the end of the day, the numbers speak for themselves, and we're going to be fine because talent wins out. And I know that sounds cocky. I know that's kind of like patting ourselves on the back. But guess what? When we get people who are like basically trying to sabotage everything we do, we have a right to stand up and say that our numbers and what we do stands for itself, and who we are as people stand for themselves, and people should feel confident and comfortable working for us. And I think there's a lot of people who are like that, but the people who aren't, and the people who sabotage us behind the scenes, they can go fuck themselves.
We're going to be good. That wasn't a fat joke, by the way, when I said the elephant thing.
I do not forget.
But the spin zone...
I actually do forget a lot.
The spin zone is that you don't have to go on your one-day-a-week diet before show day. So, nice.
Yeah.
So, on Sunday nights, you don't have to order burritos instead of chicken wings.
Yeah, Chinese food. I also, just tell everyone, I'll admit it, I was thinking about dyeing my hair. Because the grays are getting... I was going to go jet black and just be like, what? I don't notice anything
Colin
different.
Cowherd style. Just show up on the air. Totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pretty good spin zone there. Also, I think I'm pretty sure you get a tax break if you get fired. So we can collect unemployment maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh. So we don't have to do them?
We don't have to do our taxes.
Yeah. So and also there's a second episode of Barstool Van Talk out there. The lost episode.
Yeah. It's like the clown that never cried or whatever, that Holocaust movie.
Yeah, it sounds like a real romp. So we can maybe try to sell it to Martin Shkreli.
Ooh.
See if he'll buy it for like $2 million.
Yeah. We also can just make fun of ourselves. It's like just another thing we can make fun of. I said we're gonna make some shirts. We had an ESPN show and all we got was this lousy shirt.
Yeah,
that'll be good. That'll be a fun gag.
We've done. Combined with the rundown, we've done 1 full week of television.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
The rundown sucked that we didn't get picked up. I don't think people realize this was supposed to be a 20-run episode. We were supposed to go to end of February.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that there was a significant feeling of relief when the show was canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Because we always talk about how awesome it is to cancel plans. It's the best. If my friend calls and is like, "Hey, I can't make dinner tonight," I'm like, "Sweet, I'm going to sit on my couch and watch meaningless sports."
Dude, I played 3 games of Madden today.
Yeah,
went
pretty
2
awesome,
and 1,
right?
Not to brag.
And so we get that hit of endorphins whenever we cancel small plans. Imagine canceling a 20-week television show that you don't have to do anymore. It was pretty fucking sweet.
ESPN, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, ESPN, if you're listening to this, feel free to offer us another run of these shows and then just cancel it again. The least you could do is just keep canceling us so we can just keep getting that high.
I'm chasing that dragon right now. I need to start getting more TV shows canceled because it is awesome. I also Googled what to do when you get fired.
Okay.
So first thing, this is I think What's up?
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Yeah, just stay
Yeah.
there. This is
Yeah,
on one of
just
those
stick
job
around.
sites. I forget which one it was.
People forget Hank got fired and just didn't leave. Worked out.
Number one is manage your emotions.
Oh.
So
we started taking JMO shots right away. That was really good
that's
of us.
Yeah, I drank a margarita and then like 19 Bud Lights.
Yeah.
We manage our emotions like Dusty Baker manages.
Yeah.
In that sense of the word.
I got so high that I couldn't fucking feel my face last night. Did you guys watch Monday Night Football?
Nope.
A little bit.
There's a Call of Duty ad that's like 2 minutes long.
Oh, those are the best.
I
Better
like
than
I
the game.
No, I actually like started to freak out because I thought like I had like was watching a movie because I was so high.
And-
I rewound it because I was like, wait, I got to make sure. Was that really as long? It was a minute long.
It was quite a day of emotions yesterday.
Yes.
It was that Jimmy V quote where, like, if you can laugh, cry, and come all in the same day, that's
Yeah,
a
I
hell of a
didn't
day. Yeah, that's 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Yeah, we laughed.
What
we
else
cried.
we got?
Number two, number two is don't burn bridges. So, did anybody from Barstool say anything bad about ESPN?
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're good.
Okay, moving
We're
on.
good.
Pick your battles was another one. I blame God, so I don't know if he's a powerful enemy to make or
man,
not.
I know people keep getting mad at me too because like I'll tell you, shout out to Tyler Trill Withers, who's one of our best guys at Barstool. He changed my. He's like the Caddyshack, like when Bill Murray's like talking about his game with Gandhi, or no, was it Gandhi or
Relatable.
no?
It was Gandhi.
No. What was it?
Yeah, he was playing with His Eminence.
No, it wasn't Gandhi though. It was whatever the fuck that guy, the other guy.
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Yes. Okay, you have received
Dalai Lama.
enlightenment. Yeah.
Trill gave me Dalai Lama's kind of advice when he said, all you have to do when you go on Twitter every morning is just say, I'm not here to argue. And like the last month, I've just been like, every time I want to argue, I'm like, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. Because no one wins an internet fight.
And no one knows what they're talking about.
No one ever wins an internet fight. I've learned that. I've gotten in many internet fights. I've gotten in internet fights I regret over and over. No one wins an internet fight.
And then the last one is to start over. So I got drunk, which is basically hitting the reset button on your brain. So I started completely over last night.
Yep.
I don't even remember getting fired.
Yeah. I ate like 4 bowls of cereal this morning. That counts.
Yeah, it was like in eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to like a fancy doctor to do that. You just have to essentially assault your brain with IPAs.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's wrap this up. We'll get to our interview with Dan Patrick.
Also, if you lose a job, blame Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
That's another good one
Good
to do.
point.
They didn't include that one.
So just in summation, sucks we got canceled. We wish we could have done a couple things differently, but at the end of the day, it was politics out of our control. I regret, like I said, I regret like the slut comment was wrong. I regret that, but for the most part, I'm sure if you pointed out to something in the past, I probably would cringe at a couple things, and I've made mistakes, but I'll own them. And it's funny, Hank, you were saying like this whole game now of people just pulling up old tweets. Like no one wins that game.
No.
Like we all said shitty things. As long as you just admit, as long as you don't try to hypocritically go after everyone and white knight, which I don't think I've ever done. Like we've all said shitty things. I'll fucking own anything I've said shitty. And if you just judge someone by the totality of everything they've done, I feel pretty confident in what we've done.
There was a wise man that said, "Judge not, lest ye be judged."
There we go.
J.J. Watt.
So the future of Pardon My Take, we're gonna fucking kick ass.
Yeah,
guess what? Like I said, we were like a couple that got separated for a minute, and now we're gonna try to re-fall in love.
We're rekindling this relationship.
So we
with
got
new positions.
Yeah, we got
maybe some new segments.
We got some a list of some of our really, really interviews that we really want to do that maybe we'll go travel the next couple of months. We'll go travel the world. We'll go to Europe. Who the fuck knows?
Anything you want, Big Cat.
Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Can I guarantee it?
Yeah.
We're going to do an airport review.
Let's do a fucking
Let's
airport
fucking
review.
do an airport
Okay.
review. Before New Year's, we will do a full airport review.
Also, if you have a cult classic, that's the exact same thing as doing a cult week, right?
Yeah.
It was 1 week show.
Oh,
a cult
you know what
classic.
we need? We need a festival every summer. Barstool Van Talk Festival, where they just play the first episode over and over, and everyone dresses up like us.
There should be, you know,
Takes clout.
you know how Spike TV does bar rescue marathons every Sunday.
Yeah.
While people are hungover, we should just find a channel I don't know, is Spike TV,
Brazzers.
True TV.
Yeah.
Just replay Barstool Van Talk episode 1 over and over and over again. Get those ratings up. Get up to 88,050 total views.
All right, let's get to our interview with Dan Patrick, and we have a little quick nugget too with Paulie Paps, our good friend. Before we get to all of that, I want to talk to you guys about our sponsor, Lisa. Lisa is sponsoring Larry the Goldfish, who, by the way, I think Larry's 8-2 in his last 10.
Larry's on the heater.
He is hot.
Oh, also, real quick before we get into this, let's give a.
This counts as ad time.
Well, let's do this because we have the rat pick.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually did go out and we went back to the Rat Del Rio, who is 1-0 on the year from Barstool Van Talk. We went back to him back when we thought that there was going to be a second show.
Yeah.
Who'd he pick?
I don't know. We'll release it. We'll release it on Thursday.
Okay.
Before.
Stay tuned
Yeah.
for Rat Del Rio's
so
pick.
Follow Part of My Take at Part of My Take, and we'll release that pick. All right. So Lisa. Lisa is one of our favorite sponsors. They sponsor Larry the Goldfish. Larry is 8-2 in his last 10. And you want to sleep on a Lisa, if you can order it online. It's super easy. Lisa provides a 100-night risk-free trial along with free shipping, so you can properly try out the mattress in the comfort of your own home. So what makes this mattress different? At Lisa, it's all about the quality. The incredibly comfortable Lisa mattress is 100% American-made and comprised of 3 high-quality foam layers that provide cooling, contouring, and pressure relief. With over 10,000 5-star customer reviews, you can trust that this mattress is the right pick. Go to lisa.com/barstool today to receive an exclusive $100 off the Lisa mattress. Just for you, Stoolies, right now, lisa.com/barstool. Do it right now. We also are brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best place to buy tickets online. We have NBA, we have NHL, we have some World Series, NFL, college football, all of it at SeatGeek. SeatGeek grades every ticket based on value to help you immediately identify the best seats that fit your budget. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you can shop for tickets on SeatGeek with confidence. Make SeatGeek your go-to app for finding the best deals on every type of ticket, from sports and concerts to comedy and theater. Download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code TAKE, T-A-K-E, today. That's promo code TAKE for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Do it right now. Download that SeatGeek app, put in promo code TAKE, T-A-K-E, and you will get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. All right, here it is. It would have been on Barstool Van Talk Episode 2. It is Dan Patrick. All right, here we go. Dan Patrick on Barstool Van Talk live in Vanny Woodhead. He has a show every single day. It is the Dan Patrick Show. Not, you named it after yourself. That
yes,
was very humble of you.
Yes.
Cool. You also host Football Night in America.
Co-host.
So the first question here is, you're back on ESPN. You've only been back on ESPN once, correct?
With Van Pelt.
With Van Pelt. So does it feel like you're kind of like sneaking in the back door here because it's ESPN2, it's 1 a.m., and you're inside of a van?
What's it say about my career?
Not a lot.
You're doing
right?
well.
Like,
You're doing
things
well.
are kind of starting to take
Like you guys are moving up. I feel like I'm moving down. Like the escalator, we're kind of meeting.
Ships in the night.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
high-fiving.
See you later.
As we
You're
go
going
up.
towards the iceberg. We're going towards port.
I mean, nobody watches at this time, but you're still on. That's where you tell people, hey, we work for ESPN.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
you can say that.
That's true. It really doesn't matter the numbers that we get. I want to make a quick clerical correction here. Big Cat said that we had Dan Patrick on today. That's actually not true. We have Dan Pugh on the show today. That's your original name. People don't really talk about that. So my question to you is, why the alias? What are you running from? Do you owe Bob Lee like some gambling debts?
No. What happened was I got hired at CNN, and my boss at the time said, you probably want to change your name. And I said, I thought he meant my first name, because if you grow up with that last name, you're used to whatever somebody says to you. So he said, you might want to change your name, and then I just took my middle name, Patrick.
So are you now worried because Justin Pugh, who is a lineman for the Giants, very, very good lineman,
Yeah.
he's kind of bringing the Pugh
If
name
he was
back.
if he was better, then I might bring it back. But
Got it.
He's okay. He plays for the Giants.
Shot at Justin Pugh.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
By the way, PFT didn't put that on the list of questions that you guys sent to me ahead of time.
I sent you like 3
See,
questions.
now you've already said the gotcha thing.
We said
now
you-
you
we
said
said
we
you
don't
listed
do
got some
gotcha, and then
gotcha.
what you do, you got me.
We got you. We got some gotchas.
I didn't know that there was a list of questions, so you're going to...
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Gotcha.
start. We're going to go chronological here.
Okay.
Okay?
Typical ESPN.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Growing up in the Cincinnati area, big Red Machine fan.
Yeah.
Pete Rose, should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
No questions asked. Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Even though he may have gambled, he says that he gambled only on his team.
If
but
he-
once you open that door,
He did that as a manager. As a baseball player, put him in the Hall of Fame.
oh,
Don't let him hold a job. That's it.
So you're saying that when he gets his plaque in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, it will not say manager, just baseball
No, it
player?
should say bet on baseball as a manager, but you're putting them. If you cheat in grad school, I don't take away from your undergrad degree. And that's the way I look at it with Pete. He did something wrong as a manager. Now, if you can prove he bet as a player, then I wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame.
So how about a compromise? Why don't we just have his bust in the Hall of Fame just be an asterisk?
I'm fine with that too.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I think we solved
By the way, I agree with you. I do think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I think the dumbest thing I think the Baseball Hall of Fame does this more than any other Hall of Fame, where they're just such sticklers. And at the end of the day, it's a museum to remember the game. If you're going to deny that Pete Rose is part of the game, then, I mean, what? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You can't write the history of baseball without Pete Rose.
Correct.
Here's a really good question for you. You played high school basketball. Did you average more points than Skip Bayless's 1.4?
Yes. I would have lit up Skip Bayless.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat him in one-on-one right now?
He's in good shape. But if we're shooting, then I would steal his lunch money.
Do you still play at all?
No, I just shoot.
Just shoot.
I just put on a clinic usually every day at work.
What was your game like in high school?
Just basically shot.
So were you like a
I was a mellow.
stretch four?
I was a stretch one.
Okay.
I was a stretch
No,
swing.
so you're tall, so what position?
I was a point guard.
You were?
Yeah. Yeah, I was Magic before Magic.
What do you shoot
Sort
for the
of.
stripe?
Over 80.
Oh, wow. Still?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but everybody should shoot 80% from the line.
Actually, you know what? I do shoot 80 for the line, so you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should. It's a free throw.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Were you a big three-point shooter? They didn't have this.
they didn't
You're
have
too
it
old.
back
Yeah,
then.
never mind. That's
Yeah.
a bad question by me.
That's okay.
Forgot how old you were.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
It wasn't on the list of questions either.
Sports Center. The Big Show.
Yes. Yes.
What point did you know that you were on to something that was going to be revolutionary?
When management objected to what we were doing, and because we tried to get away with stuff, like what you guys are doing now is what we would try to embrace when we were doing it. We would make fun of management. We were trying to do things that were a little bit different because we didn't want to be like every other sportscaster, and we started to mock ourselves and mock other sportscasters. But I was fortunate that I was with Keith, and he's the most talented, best teammate I ever had. Once you went on the air and you did live TV, there was nobody better, and he wasn't afraid. And I think that was part of the charm or attraction is we weren't afraid, but we got yelled at. We got threatened with our jobs one time, but because of that, you almost feel empowered.
Right. Why'd they almost fire you?
They said we were full of ourselves. We were calling SportsCenter the Big Show, but it was really mocking ourselves. We didn't know how many people were watching, and so we would just say it was a really big show. Letterman used to say that. Ed Sullivan used to say that. So we just made fun of ourselves and saying, welcome to the Big Show.
So you stole it.
It's called sampling.
So you stole. So you're a plagiarist.
Yeah. It's
got
like,
your career
it's like going to
started-
Costco and you just take a bunch of the samples and you get a full meal. It's sampling.
Did P. Diddy steal
Yes.
from Sting?
No, he sampled.
both.
Yeah, he sampled.
Yeah, he
So
sampled.
we
Did Vanilla Ice
Little taste here,
steal
little
from
taste
Queen?
there.
Yeah, that was
That was actually yes.
that was actually
he had to
blatant
he had to
stealing.
pay for that.
Yes.
He
Okay.
stole.
So
yeah.
because you got away with it, it's not stealing.
it's not stealing.
Got it.
So the Big Show.
Yeah.
Why don't you take credit? Because this is not a coincidence. Paul White, the wrestler, the Big Show, he started his career 1 year after you started calling the Big Show.
Yeah.
So you should take credit for that.
I take credit for somebody taking credit for it.
I don't. You
I don't
broke
know
our
what
brains.
Yeah, that one.
Come on,
Dude,
man.
come on.
No,
We're
I'm
done.
taking
You gotta
credit
remember
that somebody's
we're done.
taking.
You have to
okay.
remember we're done.
I'm glad that somebody
You have
did.
to
There's so
remember.
many.
Talk to
radio-
us like we're five.
I know you did.
Let's all talk at the same time.
Okay.
I know.
All
know.
right. You say.
So-
Go ahead.
You say something.
I forgot what were we talking about.
I
Oh,
don't
the
know,
Big.
you could- Yeah, the Big Show.
Big
the Big
Show.
Show.
Yeah, the Big Show.
Were you mad that Keith Olbermann wore the leather jacket before you?
I don't have a leather jacket. I was glad that Keith wore it.
He was kind of the bad boy of you two.
Yeah,
You were kind of the nerd. He was kind of the
I
rebel.
was I would have been Dean Martin to his Jerry Lewis maybe.
So you would have died earlier.
Yeah, but I would have had a great time. Like, wouldn't you rather die as Dean Martin died? Like
How did
Dean
he
Martin.
die?
What he had like
He just
cirrhosis
drank
of the
his-
liver.
yeah, he did.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
Then
sounds like
yes.
a great way.
But
to
if
die.
you're gonna go,
Yeah.
who had more fun, Jerry Lewis or Dean Martin? By the way, Dean Martin underrated.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure your target audience is
Underrated,
going, who?
overrated. underrated.
I wore these pants for you guys today.
This is great.
This is
You're doing
plum.
pajamas.
This is plum.
So this is a serious question. You start the Sports Center. You start the big show.
Yeah.
You know it's a hit.
Yeah.
What was it like when you woke up and you're like, this is going to be a creative thing that I can put everything in, all my creative energy into? Because it's kind of something what we're doing right now, where every day we wake up and we're just excited to do it. Was that the difference?
No, they didn't want us to do it. So you guys are encouraged to do this. You have the freedom to do it, and that's what's fun. But it almost helped us that we weren't allowed to do it. We had a boss, and he would walk into the newsroom, and he would greet us by saying, "Hello." Everybody in the newsroom. Mm-hmm. So we used to laugh about it because he would just walk out of his office and go, "Hello." Mm-hmm. So I remember it might have been Jerry Dibzinski with the Indians who had a ball go through his legs, and Oberman said, "Hello." So he's mocking our boss on the air, and a guy commits an error. Now, 15 people knew it, but it was so funny inside, and that's what we had to do. We had so many inside jokes.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
By the way, the Berman impersonations?
Yes.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
See,
pretty good.
That's one of those things where I think some people get confused and think it's almost mocking, but it's reverence, because we are of the age where Chris Berman and you and
he's
Keith,
the best highlight guy ever.
You were our sports growing up.
Berman was the best highlight guy. What he did when he did it, it was revolutionary, controversial, and the fact that he had the guts to do it and continue to do it. Hey, look, you can't build ESPN without him, Tom Mees, and Bob Lee.
How many shirts would he go through in a day? Some spread.
But he would have, Chris would wear short sleeve shirts. Not many guys wear short sleeve shirts anymore with a tie. And so he would go through the shirts. And I think he could go through.
Right.
Well, Hill Street Blues, and he would have a big jug of diet soda, and he'd schwitz.
Yeah.
Through the shirts.
You talk about inside jokes on the big show, Sports Center.
Yeah.
One of your jokes, Dick Trickle.
Yes.
What's the joke there?
Well, he was a NASCAR driver, and he always finished last.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the
And
joke?
his name, Dick Trickle.
Incidentally,
funny?
Dick Trickle finished.
Yeah.
30 seconds. I don't get it. Why
What's
would
the
you tell me
funny
that?
part? Where's the joke there?
I don't know, maybe it's not that funny. Maybe
kinda
it's
sophomoric
insensitive.
of you,
Yeah,
huh?
very.
Wow.
Yeah, why is it sophomoric and not like junior or freshman?
Freshman,
Like
yeah.
freshman would be.
You got a little Jerry Seinfeld routine on your hands here
Yeah.
already.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I want to write that one down.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
saying you think?
What's the deal with sophomores? Hey.
So you're saying that the dicks are funny?
Are you guys like turning on me right now?
No, I'm just asking. Explain the
this
joke.
wasn't on the list of questions either.
Are dicks funny to you?
We haven't gone
Do you
over
think
one of
dicks
the
are funny?
questions you guys sent me.
We're not turning on you. We've always hated you.
No, the dick isn't funny. The trickle is funny.
Okay.
Okay,
All
got
right,
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
I like my jokes explained to me.
Yes.
They're funnier that
And you're
way.
5.
Yeah.
God damn it. I should have listened to Van Pelt when he said don't do this. He got an air conditioner, by the way.
Oh,
a
you got
used
a
air
really
conditioner.
nice one, yeah.
You don't
You
have
got
to
it, you got it.
don't put your hand.
Don't touch
No,
it.
there's no
That's
need
not-
to touch.
That wasn't in the rider.
By the way, PFT's got some hairy arms.
Yeah, just they're ticklish.
I know they are.
Getting
We're
It
starting
contentious
fire
feels
over here.
good.
It's getting
It
contentious
feels
in
good.
Barstool
No.
Van Talk.
All right.
Did you learn how to talk
done
over
yet?
people's heads from Keith Olbermann?
No. Keith could do it. He was a professional. I had to work towards that goal.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did major in broadcast journalism in college?
No, it was communication.
Okay, Wikipedia is sometimes incorrect. So I'll skip this question and pass it to you, Big Cat.
Okay, so moving on to
Another question that wasn't submitted. Go ahead.
post ESPN career. So
Yeah.
we have done one show on ESPN2. We already think we're probably the best thing ever, so we're already trying to plot our next move like you did.
On Tuesday night at 1 o'clock, there's not a better
It's actually
show.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, it's Wednesday morning.
Tuesday night, well, West Coast?
It's
10 a.m.
Tuesday
10
night, West Coast.
So that'd be 10
p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday afternoon in England.
When you wake up on Tuesday, don't go to sleep until you watch this show.
Yes.
That's what we've been telling people.
Okay.
That's the 5-year-old thing right there.
Okay.
Leaving ESPN.
Yes.
How much of that, your thought process, your reservations, were you like, this is a huge mistake? Did you have moments where we talk about the Sunday scaries? Sunday night, you wake up and you're like in a sweat and you're like, oh, I got to go back to work. Did you have that when you were leaving? Like, is this a huge
That's
mistake?
a long question.
Yeah, it is. I like to
do
do that where I just go
You got to
on.
keep them shorter.
All right, here we go. Ready again?
Yeah, try it again.
Okay.
No,
Leaving ESPN.
let me help you. No.
Yeah.
How nervous were you when you left ESPN?
Okay.
How nervous were you when you left ESPN?
Good question, Big Cat.
Yeah,
Thank
it was.
you.
Very good question and concise. Very nervous because nobody leaves ESPN unless you're told to leave ESPN. But at the time, I thought I had outgrown them or they'd outgrown me, and I was done after 18 years. And I just wanted to do something that was more reflective of my personality. Called Paulie Pabst, and I said, Paulie, I'm leaving. And he's like, oh boy. And I said, yeah. I said, let's try to start a radio show. And then I said, we got to recruit some people. Got Fritzy to join us. Seton O'Connor joined us. McLovin came up 9 months later, and then we were in my attic doing a show.
You did the Who's Coming With Me.
Yeah,
from
so
Jerry
pretty
Maguire.
much.
Paulie was Renee Zellweger.
Yes.
Who's the
Okay.
goldfish?
Fritzy.
Fritzy's the goldfish.
Fritzy's the goldfish.
So now
But he's great.
Who's the little cute kid?
McLovin.
Okay.
No, that'd be Seton.
Seton's the cute
Seton's
kid.
the little cute kid.
Okay.
So now you really spread your wings. You moved way out from home, and you're like 20 miles away from ESPN. So you're not really. You haven't escaped the mothership. You're like an exile, like Napoleon. or
People
a
still
Kaiser.
think I belong. I work there. They're
Yeah.
like, I love you on ESPN. I watch you every morning, and I haven't been there in 10 years.
Why didn't you just like cut the cord entirely and move like 40 miles away?
Get all the way to Stanford.
Ooh, yeah. Branch out. See the world.
That would have been a dramatic move, though. Like, that would have been too much.
It's a different time
Like,
zone.
there's an umbilical cord that's still attached there, whether I like it or not. Yeah, I have great memories. There's great people who work there. And, I wouldn't be doing this without it. So I'm thankful.
So
I'm playing nice.
You talk about the Danettes.
Yes.
I think it's unique that you have a show where you let your producers be part of the show on screen. What was that? Just something that was natural, or were you like, I need some help here?
No, I wanted to have fun. I wanted to have a conversation that you were allowed to listen in on the conversation. You were eavesdropping. You had a studio audience that was responding to you, and everybody had a different personality. And to be able to capture, like Fritzy's personality is like Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm. McLovin's an Ivy League educated guy. Paulie and Seton just have a certain sensibility about them, and I just wanted to bring that in. So it was more. Nobody wants to listen to one voice, I mean, if one of you guys did this, it wouldn't be the same.
Agreed.
But two annoying voices is better than one.
Right.
Or you could do like Jim Rome and you just go, welcome back to Jim Rome. We got a huge show today.
Yeah.
And that actually stretches the show out.
Yeah.
Really long
Yeah.
pauses. It's like double spacing
And
of paper.
it's 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
Big segment.
Right.
Taking your calls. Here in the jungle. I love Jim Rome.
Quick pause from Dan Patrick so PFT can talk to you about Thursday Boots.
As Tony D'Amato said in the classic film Any Given Sunday, I don't know what to say really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. It all comes down to today. And either we buy Thursday Boots from ThursdayBoots.com or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play. You find out life's this game of inches, and so is football. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for those Thursday Boots. We claw with our fingernails for those Thursday Boots because we know when we wear Thursday Boots, that's going to make the fucking difference between winning and losing, between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's a guy who's willing to die in his Thursday Boots who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch, because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face and Thursday Boots on your feet. Just head on over to ThursdayBoots.com, pick yourself up a pair today. They're handcrafted with the highest quality materials and sold at honest prices, starting at just $149, including free shipping and returns. A great pair of boots are just a click away because it's Thursday every day, even on any given Sunday.
We love you. When did you stop listening to the haters? Or or do you still listen to the haters?
I never knew where to listen to.
Oh, you don't check your Twitter mentions?
No, I
'Cause they're
couldn't.
bad.
I couldn't care less.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't
People
care
don't
less.
like you.
It's okay. I couldn't care less.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
I
at the
could
beginning?
Not, in the beginning,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what was the point? What was the point where you're like, you know what? I'm big enough where I don't have to listen. I trust myself
I got
enough.
nothing out of it. Now, if somebody said that I trusted that, hey, that didn't work, or you should try this, or you could do better if you did this, then I'd listen.
Mm-hmm.
The other people, there's nothing good. It's rarely good when you go on Twitter or you listen to those people.
Mm-hmm.
I always read fan mail from the bottom up, because I got one today that said, you right-wing SOB something something, and then I went, oh, I should have read from the bottom up.
Right.
And then I hate you, and he signed his name. So I went, if
That's
I
nice
would
of
have,
him.
Yeah, you would have skipped all
I
the
would have
other
gone,
stuff.
I hate
Right.
you, and he signed his name, then I didn't have to go up there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's actually smart.
So when you started the show, how long did it take you to kind of be secure that you made the right move?
Oh, boy.
We're already planning our exit from ESPN, so help us know what to expect when we leave you guys in the dust.
But see, what you guys did is that you start and then you hope that people are attracted to it by word of mouth, that they hear about it. And that's when you get that groundswell, that's really empowering. And that's what's happened with this show and even the website. But we were doing SportsCenter at a time when there's no social media. So we had appointment viewing. You didn't know what the scores were. You didn't see the highlights. So we had you at 11 o'clock Eastern. We were very fortunate with that. I don't know if I got to a point when I started doing this show, because we almost missed payroll one time when we first started. I had to lie to the Danettes, certainly Paulie. Paulie knew we were in trouble. And he did say, "Are we okay?" And I said, "No, we're not." Once we got past that, DirecTV bought us and then put in cameras, and I said, I got an old dance studio that's hadn't been used in 20 years.
Man card.
Can we put it in? And can I put in a basketball hoop and a bar and a golf simulator and cameras and all that? Then I felt a lot more secure.
So after you sold out, you felt better.
Pretty much.
Got it.
But did you guys sell out by
No.
going to Yeah, you did.
Because we're not getting any extra money.
No,
So
but
the
you sold out by
sellout
going
part-
on ESPN.
Like Big Cat says,
ESPN 2.
Yes,
At 1 a.m.
But
you should know about this.
if you
This
get on
is the cool one.
Yeah.
Not really. Not anymore. And nobody does any of that. Van Pelt did that. Nobody does any of that.
Well, with Big Cat,
We weren't allowed. I'm talking over you. I'm sorry, PFT.
with Big Cat-
But I'm just going to say that the ESPN2, nobody does the ESPN2 anymore. Van Pelt
That's why
steered
we're
you the
bringing it
wrong way.
back.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's back now. Juice it up.
If you go, no, it's
Pulp
not.
Fiction.
No, Uma.
Like
no,
getting bored.
no. It's not. If you guys go to ESPN.
Oh, watch this. Do the 2 fingers. Just do it. Just put it out. Put out your 2 fingers. Put out this.
No,
Watch
I know.
that.
No,
Watch
I know
that.
what that is.
Watch
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah, that's great.
deuce,
Yeah,
the
I got
deuce,
it.
the
Yeah,
deuce,
good.
the deuce.
No, but if you go to ESPN, then you sold out.
Well,
Ooh.
like Big Cat says, we've mastered the art of out, but we haven't sold because we don't have any money.
Yeah.
So we're still working on
Somebody's
sell.
making some money
Someone
off this
is,
operation.
Yes.
See, this is
He makes us do some traction.
We're not good at TV. We don't know where to look. There's the camera. And
Are you rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, we started.
We're burning
Okay,
all
all right,
this.
ready? 3, 2, 1. All right,
camera
we
speed.
now welcome Dan Patrick on. Here's a good question. Actually, it's not even a question.
Did you submit this one?
You were in Waterboy.
Yes, I was.
Fun fact about Waterboy, that was the first movie I went to where I felt my girlfriend at the time's boobs. So we were just making out and I was touching her boobs during Waterboy. Didn't even watch the movie. I don't even know if you were in it.
No,
That was the question.
I am. I
you-
played myself.
Did you know that I was touching
I
boobs
did.
while watching
I did.
Waterboy back in 1998?
Yeah.
When you read it, were you like, this is going to be very erotic for 8th graders?
Yes.
No.
Okay,
That's
well, it
sad.
was.
Like,
It
how do you get to
Yeah.
a moment where you? Well, you're not even watching the movie. That's
No,
why you did it.
no.
Like, did you do arm, like shoulder?
No, we were in the back, just like I had my hands up the thing.
Wait, were you at like a drive-in?
No, it was just
drive-in.
not many people saw Waterboy.
Did you guys
just so
ever
you
go
know.
to a
It was
drive-in?
a pretty
No,
empty
you used to
movie
be able
theater.
to a drive-in.
Yeah.
No, we had
Yeah.
VCRs.
Drive-in was like stealing. I mean, that's where you wanted to go for a date. Are you kidding me?
They based Sports Night off of you and Keith, right?
Yeah.
Were you the cute one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one was the cute one?
Peter Krause?
Is that the guy from 6 Feet Under?
Yeah,
Or the other one?
Yeah, that's the good-looking guy.
Okay, so you were the old, like, fuddy-duddy one that nobody wanted to hang out with because he was kind of boring.
But good-looking.
But good looking.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, the women did.
Let's see. Ooh, this is actually a compliment to you. No, this is a compliment to you. You have aged gracefully. And I mean that in that I think in the media business it's very
Wait,
hard.
you're not doing the gray,
No, no,
like the
well,
gray
yes.
fully? Is that what you're
No,
doing
no, no.
here?
You do look like we were saying before this show started. You do look like the guy who's sitting with a glass of orange juice in his nice house, and his wife walks in and is like, "Honey, have we planned for our retirement?" And then it's the
And he's like,
prudential
I just wish that I
retirement.
could have
That's
somebody
you.
to help me to put the
You
rest
are
of
that
my money
actor.
somewhere, yeah.
But you've aged gracefully in the fact that this media business, sports media, is a young man's game.
Yeah.
And you still have a very popular show and do a lot of stuff.
Is this the wrap-up?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
How,
And it's a
what-
long question
what's the key
again,
to that?
Cat.
What's the key to
Wait a
aging
minute.
gracefully?
3, 2, 1.
What's the key to aging gracefully?
Well, sometimes I feel like the guy at the kitchen table in my robe drinking orange juice, and I'm saying to my wife, "Hey, what about retirement, hon?" But
You look
then
like that.
I then do a show where we talk about pop culture and having fun and You know, relating to 18 to 49-year-old males. I mean,
What's your favorite Future song? I don't know any Future.
I don't know any
songs.
Future
Yeah,
songs.
we-
All I know is
if
he's
you
a
had said
really
anything, I would be
he's
like,
a
yeah,
handsome guy.
People like Future.
I will. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's big in the Atlanta community.
There we go.
Russell
And
Wilson
Ciara.
sucks. That's the name
And
of it.
Ciara, you know, was very
Also,
pretty. You know,
very-
had a baby with him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Future.
Future's
yes.
future kid is their
Futures.
future.
Yeah. It's the present.
Now
Yes.
being raised by Russell
Why did he
Wilson.
call his child present instead of future? Like he's future, but how
You
about
can't- listen, you can't ask us like quantum
Oh, okay, my
physics
bad.
questions.
Okay.
We
That's
could barely
way,
figure
way-
out when this show airs.
Yes.
It's on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning at
1 a.m.
1 a.m.
But that's
on
Wednesday.
the one on the
Yeah.
2.
Real question.
Okay.
What's your biggest regret?
Walking into this fucking van.
Besides that haircut, what's your biggest regret?
Oh, you with a Tanya Harding hairdo, and you're going to say something about me? Are you kidding me?
Well, seriously,
Did
what
you-
God.
no, is your barber blind? That was what PFT was trying to ask.
seriously, what's your biggest regret?
Um,
Do you wish you had left ESPN sooner?
no, because it happened for a reason. You know,
You got fired.
when I yeah, I got kicked out the door. No, I don't look back with a regret with anything with ESPN. I don't. I was very lucky because I probably wouldn't have hired me if I was ESPN, but they gave me an opportunity. So no, I don't have regrets.
Okay, so we like to grab headlines on this show.
Okay.
So how many more years are you going to do the radio show?
That was a dramatic pause. That was a Rome pause. Okay. 3, maybe 3 or 4,
Okay.
Maybe.
4, 5,
5,
Maybe
maybe.
5.
I don't know.
maybe 6.
No,
No.
No.
Okay, so there it
Not
is.
6.
5.
5.
No
3 to
more
5
than 5
years.
more years. Who's your favorite interview?
Too many. Who's ever honest is the one I like talking to because I don't want to waste the audience's time. I want somebody who's going to tell you something that you wouldn't hear. Will Ferrell's great. Barkley's great. There's 15 that I could probably rattle off.
What about Matt Harvey?
Matt Harvey was the most.
Qualcomm.
That's not the most challenging one, but that's when
Who's the most challenging?
Tanya Harding.
Okay.
Tanya Harding was bad because she didn't want to talk about what happened with Nancy Kerrigan, and she wanted to talk about religion and moving forward. And at one point, she gave the phone to her agent, who said, "Paul wants to talk to you." And Paul goes, "What's going on here?" And I go, "I'm doing an interview, Paul. Like, get off the phone. I want to talk to Tanya Harding." And now there's a new movie, Tanya Harding. Have you seen Margot
No.
Robbie?
She's in a new.
She's Tanya Harding.
Oh wow.
Tanya Harding looks great.
I'm gonna watch that.
It's Margot. It looks great. Margot Robbie.
Okay. We're gonna.
we done?
We're gonna get to the fun part of this interview.
Is this when the kids, the first graders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You want to do that first? Or you want to do your Mount Rushmore?
Choose your own adventure.
Which one would you rather do? Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
we'll go Mount
All right,
Rushmore first.
We're gonna do Mount Rushmores. We have 3 Mount Rushmores for you.
Okay.
The first one, Mount Rushmore of catchphrases.
Okay. Is Berman's?
Yes, that counts.
Is that a catchphrase?
Yes, his
Yes.
grunt, his indecipherable grunt.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
It's almost a Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah.
Powerful. We're just guys.
Guys
Grunt.
like power tools and
Yeah.
twigs.
Grunter.
Light beer.
I got to put in Stuart Scott's Booyah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll slip in Fuego. And
Wow, that's pretty arrogant of you.
yes, it is. And you know what's even more arrogant? I'm going to throw in the whiff too. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's your Rushmore.
Okay.
Here's a question for you. In fuego, is that like inflammable, where in fuego means the same thing as fuego?
Well, one's on fire, and one would be the fire.
Oh, so it's
like
different.
fire and then on fire, like somebody's on fire.
Did you bring the thing for?
No, no. Can you,
Okay, we'll just say it then.
Yeah,
we were gonna light you on fire. We actually
Yeah.
were, but they
I was
wouldn't
just
let
gonna
us.
take out a lighter and try to light you on fire.
We
Do
were
you have like
were-
a?
I forgot it.
We were going to try to light you.
You don't
on
have an extinguisher.
We were going to try to light you on fire, and that was the question that was asked. So like, we don't have an extinguisher, and we said,
Okay.
what does it matter?
Because if you did, you could do that. If you
Yeah.
had an extinguisher, that
We'd
would be
light you on
funny.
fire.
Yeah.
Okay, Mount Rushmore of people Keith Olbermann has pissed off. This one's going to be a long list.
Yeah. Well, there's only room for 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Management. Eddie. It's like all of management. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keith
Okay.
Olbermann is the new punk rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? He wasn't afraid of them. I know that people have an opinion, and maybe it's a negative opinion with Keith, but man, he wasn't afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, it was easy to be afraid because ESPN thought those 4 letters are far more important than anybody there.
Right.
And Keith was not afraid of management.
Name on the front of the jersey, not the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So 2? Or are you just saying management's everywhere?
Management.
Got
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You want to name names?
No.
Okay.
No. There were people that wanted a piece of Keith when he left.
Did he ever get into a fist fight at ESPN?
He did not.
No
not
physical.
that I'm aware of.
It's kind of been
No.
Mount Rushmore of sporting events attended.
Oh, there are too many. I was there when Bill Buckner had the ball go through his legs.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when Usain Bolt won in London.
That's not a sporting event, but go ahead.
It's track and field.
Track and field is sort of, it's sporty.
exercising.
No, it's
It is
exercising.
sporty.
It's a means
We
of getting
It's
around.
sporty.
You see us alpha guys, we
Sporty.
play sports.
What do you play?
Everything.
Yeah.
No,
Name
you-
it.
like
my
what?
Madden, I'm 3-1 Madden this year.
My best sport is arguing about sports.
Yeah.
So we actually
You're not
pay
very good
sports
at that.
salaries.
Is archery?
No, that's just
Is bowling?
That's just assault.
Is billiards?
No.
No, that's just something you do when you're drunk and you want to pass some time.
Bowling.
Bowling, yes.
Bowling is a sport.
Bowling's a sport.
Okay,
Yes,
that's what I
yes.
thought.
So, you were rumored to maybe take Bob Barker's place on The Price is Right.
Yes.
Did you not get the job because you love when dogs have testicles?
No, I was not going to spay and neuter my animals, but Bob said if I got the job, I had to do that.
So why'd you turn it down?
Because I still wanted to do sports. But this was San Antonio.
Whoa, they do the putting challenge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Klinko or
Yeah,
whatever.
Plinko is
that's
definitely
Plinko.
a sport. Plinko
Yeah,
is a great
Plinko.
sport.
More of a sport than sprinting.
Yeah.
I wanted to do sports. I was in San Antonio. The Knicks were playing San Antonio in the finals, and I remember they were going to build a set in San Antonio for me to audition. And I thought, but they wouldn't tell me the salary. They said, we'll tell you the salary when you get the job. And then I realized what Drew Carey's getting paid. I should have taken that
Should
job.
have taken that job.
Yeah.
You should have taken that
wait,
job.
Back up. They built you a set
They were
in
going
San
to.
Antonio
They were going to build a set for
because
me.
you were just going to be in town for like a weekend. And they're
For
like,
the NBA Finals.
they're like, we'll build you a set.
They wanted to see me on the set. They said, you have the job. Can we build a set? We want to see you on the set. And then I said, how much am I getting paid? And they didn't. They said, you take the job, we'll tell you.
I think they just wanted you to guess how much you're going to get paid without
It's
going
true.
over.
Yeah, that was
I would not have gone over.
Yeah.
Not as much as
Yeah.
Drew Carey's getting.
All right.
That
let's-
was funny though.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was
No,
funny.
give him
That was
credit.
funny.
No,
Hey,
I
it's
don't
very
think
funny.
there's
Let's stop
there's
showing
very funny.
comments.
no, there's
Stop
not
it.
enough acknowledgement
Stop.
though.
Well, it's hard because you're
PFT
in
was
the middle
good.
of us.
I know,
You're
but I can
Dan-
get out in a second.
Dan, who's
I
the
can
turn
get out
over a
right
little?
now.
Who's better, me or Big
You
Cat?
are. You are.
all right.
You are.
Questions.
I mean, do we have to
Well,
do the like?
I'm giving the beaver shot.
see, you give him one compliment and he's just trying to get up all on you.
A man spread.
All I did was touch you
I
once.
know.
Hey, Dan.
I know. Come on.
All right, we're almost done. Questions from a first grader.
Okay.
We have 2.
Okay.
First one.
First one, go
This
ahead.
is from
I like how you have 2 because it's the deuce. Everything is 2 around here.
Dakota in Mrs. Joyce's first grade class. Okay. She wants to know. He wants to know. Sorry, Dakota. Is the sun hot?
It's in fuego.
Well, if it's hot, then how come outer space is cold?
Wait, you said there weren't going to be any
No,
kind of
that's her
questions
fault.
like
That
this.
was his follow-up.
But you said there weren't going to be any kind of questions.
I'm
Like,
asking
I
you.
couldn't ask you, but then you can ask me.
Dakota asked you. I didn't ask
Yeah.
All right, Dakota, why don't you go ask your parents?
Okay.
you. Okay.
All
Where
right.
do babies come from?
Stork.
How did the
Also,
stork get them? From a vagina?
yeah, from a penis in a vagina.
Yes. Yes.
All right, this one is.
Wait,
from,
who give you who?
Dakota.
Yeah, that was Dakota.
That damn
Dakota's a
Dakota.
follow-up question.
That damn Dakota.
All right, this one's from Tommy. He says,
Is that
"Hi."
Dakota Fanning? Who was it? I'm listening.
Tommy says,
That was decent. You could have acknowledged that, PFT.
Yes.
Good.
See,
Okay.
yeah, he
I mean,
didn't
don't
give you
do
credit.
like a courtesy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not as good as my jokes, but it was good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Tommy.
At 1 a.m.
Tommy.
It is 5 till 2. Can I get the hell out of
Yes,
here?
you keep filibustering
Okay.
us.
All right.
Tommy asks, "Hi Dan, I'm 6 years old. I love Football Night in America, and I was wondering
It's not even on there. You're
how
making this up.
often you and the guys joke about Bob Costas, because I am actually taller than him." It's from 6-year-old Tommy.
Is this a no comment?
That's a no comment. Okay.
Professional
No
thing to
comment.
do.
No, because that wasn't a question.
Yes,
I
it
saw
was.
it.
I wrote it
No,
right
it did
here.
not.
It says, Tommy,
No.
hi, Dan. I'm 6 years old. I love football night in America.
Oh, he did.
How
Okay,
often
my
you and the
bad.
guys joke
All
about
right.
Bob Costas being
Okay.
shorter
Yeah,
than I
that's
am.
okay.
So
Okay.
how often do you do that?
Very
A lot.
Very last
Okay.
game we're going to play, then we'll let you out. I promise.
We're almost done.
You starred, I think you were the star of a number of Adam Sandler movies. You're friends with Adam Sandler. We want to pitch you some Adam Sandler movie ideas, and you tell us if you think he would make them.
You ready? Okay. All right. First one. It's you know the movie This Is 40? Judd
Yeah.
Apatow?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the sequel. It's called This Is Farty, and Adam Sandler plays Dr. Peter Yu, Dr. P.U., and he is a millionaire proctologist in L.A. So he helps everyone with flatulence. And then Emily Ratajkowski, Sarah, she plays Sarah, comes in one day, and Dr. P.U. is taken away from her brains and beauty. But the catch is, she has the deadliest gas of all time. She has the smelliest farts ever. So the rest of the movie is Adam Sandler trying to figure out if he can make this relationship work, even though she has the worst gas ever. And it's starring Adam Sandler, David Spade, Rob Schneider, Chris Rock, cameos from Kevin Farley, Kevin James, Will Ferrell, and you.
Okay. I like it.
Do you think he'd make it?
No, I love it.
Dr.
Let's
Farty.
story it.
No,
Let's
this is
storyboard
Farty.
it. Let's
Okay.
storyboard it.
Okay. All right.
Follow up to that one. It's kind of along the same lines, but it's just he's a gynecologist, and it's called Queefless in Seattle. Starring Rob Schneider, Kevin James, Shaq, the guy from Grandma's Boy, Chris Rock, David Spade, and you.
Oh, and a cameo from Kevin Hart. Do you think he'd do it?
Queefless in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you have to have Meg Ryan at least?
Ooh,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what?
yep.
You know
She should
what?
be in it.
Let me do this. Let's make it not Seattle. Let's make it like Hawaii, and we can fly everyone out there for 6 months for production.
I like
we
that.
can just do it that way.
I like that.
Okay, next movie. This one's, it's kind of a
You said there were two movies.
Stop motion
There were
and
two
animation.
movies.
That was
See,
one.
once again,
That was
it's
one.
two.
That's a
Now
DVD
it's two. It's
set.
two.
Okay. You buy them together.
Stop motion. It's like a,
You got me.
Gotcha.
You got me.
this one's like a cartoon stop motion claymation
PFT
type
wants
thing.
to top you because I
it's-
think yours was better. Queefless
No, we do
didn't
these
work.
together. We do these together.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
These are common.
While you're doing
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a gift.
These
no,
are-
no, but keep
these
going.
go together.
PFT.
Start over with
No, that's
yours.
great. I'm gonna get the Van Pelt used air conditioner. Come on, let's
Okay.
go, PFT.
So
it's gonna be great.
So the next movie,
Can't wait for
this
this
one is the exact same plot as
No,
Old
I like
Yeller.
this. No, keep it
Wait,
going.
oh, wait,
no,
wait,
I got a
wait.
gift.
It's
I'm
a
getting a
wait,
gift. No,
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 you're
no,
just
Same
coming
plot
in
as
here.
Old Yeller. It's called
Just
Boner
coming in
Dog.
no.
Boner dogs.
So it's Old Yeller,
Yeah.
except he's got a boner the whole time.
Yeah, so it's good. And then we could actually make a sequel to that, and it's Boner Dogs, and all the dogs take Viagra, and they're in the Alaskan Iditarod, and
sleigh dogs, and
they're
looks like a rudder?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they look
drag
like
on the
rudders.
snow. And that one's starring David Spade, Rob Schneider, Chris Rock, Kevin Farley, Kevin James, Will Ferrell, and you.
The Rock, too.
Yeah.
The Rock.
You
The
do
Rock
the-
is the voice of the dog.
You do the voice of the boners.
I like it.
Okay, we're in. Okay, perfect.
Wow.
That was a great interview.
Man, that thing went by so quickly. It only felt like 30 minutes.
That interview was brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, my personal favorite restaurant. Few things make me more nostalgic than thinking about playing sports back in the day. Sometimes I'll drive by a field and see kids just having a blast. They're running, laughing, and all wearing their oversized uniforms. That's why I love this partnership between Buffalo Wild Wings and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. It's called Team Up for Kids, and its mission is to outfit young athletes with uniforms, equipment, and much more. But as a former youth sports all-star, we know it goes much further than that. We remember the coaches, the teammates, the lessons. Now it's our turn to pass it on to these deserving kids. So visit B-Dubs in October or go to buffalowildwings.com/giving. That's buffalowildwings.com/giving. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. The interview was also brought to you by MyBookie. If you're watching the games, it's time to start making some coin off of them. MyBookie is the industry-leading website that hooks you up for all your betting needs. And with their great odds, fast payouts, and decades of expertise, you can bet with confidence. Your team doesn't even have to win. They just need to cover the spread. What are you waiting for? Lay down some cash and win big today. Or if you know your team sucks, do yourself a favor and bet against them. If they lose, you're going to make money, and if they win, you'll still be happy. Where you bet is just as important as who you're betting on. That's why I'm urging you to make your way to MyBookie. I trust them, but you don't have to take my word for it. Check them out yourself. They've also got live in-game betting, too, and a great mobile site that makes wagering on the go easier than ever. Join now, and MyBookie will match your deposit with up to 100% bonus. Use promo code PMT to activate the offer. Visit mybookie.ag today. You play, you win, you get paid.
All right, let's get to some segments. We're moving on. We're back. We're better. We got a little slump buster coming for Friday too. Just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm going to put this out there too.
Yeah.
The following people have gotten fired in the last calendar year. Ready?
Yeah.
Tom Crean, Jeff Fisher, the Mooch, Rex and Rob Ryan, Phil Jackson.
Ooh.
We're pretty good company.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. Maybe take Phil out. He's kind of silly.
Yeah, we'll get Phil out, but definitely we'll keep Jeff Fisher in there. We should just start carrying dogs through airports and looking sad.
We should just go fishing in Montana for a while. Just grow really long beards.
We talked about that. So one thing that won't make the air is we went to Quinnipiac University.
Oh yeah.
Last Thursday, and we actually gave a lecture to 400 students there about the history of football guys in America.
It was awesome.
We videotaped it. It was going to be great. One of the things was Jeff Fisher and how he's retired. He lives in Wyoming or Montana. One of those. It's like one of the rectangle states that looks a lot like a football field, and that's where coaches go after they get fired.
Yes.
They live in a giant football field.
Shout out to all the kids, like the 400 kids at Quinnipiac, who watched our lecture, and actually we said, please don't tweet anything out because we want to have it be a surprise on our TV show, and then that didn't happen. So
sorry,
surprise!
Kids. Yeah, surprise! Thanks to Quinnipiac, America's safety school.
All right, let's do some two quick segments, and then we'll get to guys on chicks. We have talking baseball because there was other news, so it kind of took away the World Series. The World Series started.
Oh.
And that was talking baseball.
Yeah. The Dodgers won. Clayton Kershaw, is the monkey off his back?
I feel it's...
Give me a monkey update.
Two things happened in the last 2 days that I've had to put my hand up and say, that's on me. One, Clayton Kershaw. Playoff Kershaw is no longer a thing. It sucks. I love to laugh at Clayton Kershaw every October when someone would put a moonshot three rows up, three stands up.
3 rows up isn't that big of a
three
moonshot.
rows up.
Yeah.
Well, it
it's
depends.
like a Jeffrey Murray
if the
situation.
wind's blowing in.
Yeah,
it could be a moonshot.
So just cut to the chase.
I feel bad that I don't feel bad. It sucks that we can't make fun of Clayton Kershaw anymore.
Yes.
And then my other one is Carson Wentz. He's fucking good, and I for a long time said he sucked.
And that was talking baseball.
Yeah. We have an Oh You Think. What do we got?
So the Philadelphia 76ers first round draft pick is hurt.
You think?
No, duh. So Markelle Fultz, I don't know what they're updating him like every 5 minutes on Twitter. It seems like at first they said they drained fluid.
It's called a Strasburg
from his body,
where
from his
no one's
body.
giving us the truth.
Yeah.
He's probably just a pussy.
It's just draining fluid. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
The Strasburg.
He's got a sock on the training room door, so he's draining some fluid in there. And then they said that they were just getting an injection. Then they said that he can't lift his arm above his shoulder, so I guess he can't salute the flag anymore. So that's a problem.
Or Heil Hitler.
All right, well, that's true. So
good.
Spin zone
negate him
confirmed.
out.
America's first anti-Nazi NBA player, Markelle Fultz.
At least he can't show it.
Yes.
I think we reported this news first.
We did. We broke this news the day before the NBA draft, saying that the Philadelphia 76ers first pick was going to be injured at some point this season. So credit to us.
Credit to us.
As first reported by Part of My Take.
So I'm -1 on the day.
Yes.
Carson Wentz and Kershaw, wrong. Markelle Fultz, right. All right, next up we have Bad Sports Town. Who's this for?
Bad Sports Town, Austin, Texas.
Oh.
No offense to Austin, my old stomping grounds. Love you. But for 2 reasons. Number one, Texas coach Tom Herman, he is mad at the Longhorn faithful because they're showing up too late for the games. And so that's why they held Oklahoma State to 10 points in regulation.
I'm going to take the side of the college students because as someone who also went to college, could have been me, it was me, 11 a.m. is very early for a college student to wake up and get drunk again.
Yeah, it's Central Time Zone.
Yes.
So like you have to go, that's an extra hour.
You have to get up at like 8 o'clock. That's too early.
It's awful. It's awful.
So no, that's not on their fault. They show up at halftime, that's good.
And then the second Bad Sports Town, Austin, Texas, they are currently in the midst of cucking the Columbus Crew. They're trying to steal the Crew. Which is
not our crew.
Talking soccer.
Yeah.
They're trying to steal an MLS team and bring them down to Austin, Texas.
Hey, we got to save the Crew. I saw our good friend Mark Titus is trying to save the Crew.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I'm
weird hill for him to die on.
I'm kind of on Team Austin on this one because like it's not
but dude, it's an original 10 MLS team.
Well, so
it's got history.
So look at it this way.
Eric Winaldo played for them.
Texas,
that's true. That's a fact.
Texas already has a professional team. It's the Longhorns. That's what they do. That's their pro team. On Saturdays, you get 100,000 people in that stadium. Now it's very unlike Columbus to land in somebody else's property and just demand their subjugation.
Yeah, but Austin Austin actually is kind of perfect because all those hippies in Texas who will start wearing scarves and doing chants and shit.
But guess what? Well, scarves, it's a little hot for scarves.
Yeah, but they still will.
No state income tax though.
True. All right.
You know how they make those stupid cowboy hats out of like Bud Light cases? You see them at like
stupid?
state fairs.
Wait, stupid?
Yeah. That
just shows that you drink.
They should just do that with the scarves, with soccer scarves.
Yeah, that's erroneous calling that stupid. All right, let's get to guys on chicks because it's Wednesday.
Hey, Big Cat. Sup, PFT and Hank.
Sup.
Why do girls go to the bathroom in groups? Stay gritty.
Because of the moon. The moon has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's just to talk shit about us, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's basically like, that guy's gross. Like, hey, when we go back out there, just pretend you get a phone call from your mom so we can get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Do you ever want to go to the bathroom with other guys?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah. I love going to the bathroom with other dudes. If anyone wants to share a sink with me, I'm fucking down.
$1 million deals are closed at the urinal.
Yeah, that's true. When you're taking a shit next to another guy, that's like all Wall Street, basically all money that's moved in America is done while two really rich white guys have diarrhea in like a 52nd floor, Manhattan high rise.
Yeah, I saw the movie Trading Places, right? Mm-hmm. There's a Trading Spaces. I always get them confused.
Same thing.
The one with
Wall
Eddie,
Street.
Yeah, the one with Eddie Murphy. The two brothers just
Nutty Professor.
The entire thing is they're basically just taking a shit and ruining other people's lives the entire time.
Yeah.
Hey, PMT boys, and especially Hank.
Oh, that's fake.
I started secretly sleeping with my boyfriend's best friend. I went to my boyfriend's college,
secret.
but he recently found out I was secretly sleeping with his best friend, so now I am transferring to his best friend number 2's college.
Bad idea.
They both still think I'm exclusive with each of them, and now all their friends hate me. Does that make me crazy? Thanks.
I think she's got it all together. I think this girl has a master plan, and she's executing it to perfection, and it's actually all the guys that are crazy.
Yeah, it's like the old saying, make your mistakes young. Well, date two best friends young. No one will fucking care.
We're a sex-positive podcast. Your only mistake is that you're secretly doing this.
Well, no,
it would be a lot less crazy if you were just like, hey, thanks for the sex. I'm going to go over to your best friend's house, and we're going to do it in a different position.
Your other mistake is transferring schools, because anyone who ever transfers for a relationship, that relationship immediately breaks up. Mm-hmm. Like that doesn't last.
Don't be a weirdo who transfers for sex. Be a normal person who drives 4.5 hours for sex.
Right. Exactly. The allure. Yeah. It's the chase of, will she be here? Will she hit traffic? Mm-hmm. Will it be 5 hours?
Is she going to
speed?
She's going to put a diaper on, like that astronaut that drove from Texas to Florida, so she doesn't have to stop to pee.
Yeah. Do I have enough time to eat this pizza and then take a shit so I don't have gas?
And then when you arrive, your breath smells like Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and combos.
Yeah. See, that's a fun relationship.
If I smell, when Bae walks through the door with a cracker crust peanut butter combo on her breath, I know it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Instant boner.
She'll give you that look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas, she walks in the door
smelling like a dog who ate too much peanut butter.
She walks in the door smelling like bugles.
You do it?
What do you do?
Yeah, would you? You eat some bugles with her. That's what you do. You put them on your fingers. Fun little snack.
Bae, come over. Me, I can't. I got work to do. Bae, my room smells like beef jerky. Yeah. Me, breaking through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Bae, come over.
that was a verbal meme.
Sorry, Bae, come over. Sorry, got homework. Bae, I just cracked open a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and the Cool Ranch Doritos are flowing. Yeah. And then it's just a guy crashing through a window.
Road trip food is the natural aphrodisiac. Get oysters the hell out of here. Give me like that weird salted trail mix.
And the trail mix, maybe some Twizzlers.
Slim Jims,
yeah, maybe some McDonald's French fries. Get the cold ones, so when you pull up, you stuff your face with a few cold ones. Get that. That's a nice.
You get into your
smell,
fellas. Real talk. You get into your girl's car and you reach down between the seats and there's some stale French fries that are covered in lint.
What you do?
I nut.
Yeah. What you do? Well, I eat it and then I nut.
That might as well be the real nut button right there, is grabbing those fries from the center console.
Wow. Okay.
Next.
Sup, boys?
Sup?
I saw the video you guys posted on Twitter, the one with the puppy, and I thought to myself, Big Cat is actually super hot. I've never noticed that before.
Ooh.
And then it hit me. To the female mind, does the presence of a dog actually make men hotter?
Yes,
absolutely.
Of course.
Are you kidding? It's never hit you
before? It shows that we can keep another thing alive. It's the paternal instinct. You look at that and you're like, that guy would be a good dad because he's holding an animal and the animal isn't dead yet. Because you actually didn't watch the end of the video. The dog died.
Yep. Whoa. Big Cat accidentally sat on it.
What? It's Cosette. She was crawling under my ass for some warmth. Christopher! You killed Cosette! Christopher, oh my God! Oh my God, you killed all these shoes, Christopher! You did heroin and you killed Cosette! Oh, she was crawling on my ass for some warmth. Hey, have you seen The Sopranos?
Nope.
Okay, that will not make sense to anyone who hasn't. For people who did see The Sopranos, that was PMT does a classic Sopranos scene.
Oh my God, Christopher!
He crawled under my ass
Cosette.
for some warmth. Christopher did heroin and he sat on his little dog and killed it.
Yeah.
But then he tried to say that the dog crawled under his ass for warmth.
But then Tony got mad at Christopher because you can't do junk.
Did the intervention.
You can't do junk if you're going to be in the mafia. They draw the line.
Yeah.
You can kill their girlfriends, but don't you dare put a needle in your arm.
No, the greatest scene in Sopranos history is the intervention. I walked in the Bing one morning, and I saw Christopher, and his head was in the toilet, and some of his
Sounds
hair.
like a verse from Where Was in London.
Yeah, no. Let me do it again. Come on, don't step on my line. I walked into the Bing one morning, and Christopher was in the toilet, and his head was in the toilet, and he had some hair touching the toilet water. Disgusting. I said my piece. That was the whole thing. That was the intervention.
Really, can you guys explain the best way to apply makeup? Thanks, guys.
Absolutely not. In a way that doesn't take 2 hours.
What a guy really likes is for it to look like you don't have any makeup on. So like you look so pretty even without makeup, and then the girl comes back and says, "I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now," and you go,
whoops. It's a classic normie move. It's a very basic move for a guy to be like, I think you're pretty without any makeup on.
Yeah. So
every guy's got that shot in his bag, though.
I don't know. Go to the bathroom with your friends. They'll figure it out.
Halloween this weekend. Best costume for girls?
Dressing up like Part of My Take.
Yeah.
Actually, so we saw a number of these costumes last year.
This is a little bit of a fetish of ours.
Yes. We saw a lot of this last year, and I don't know if it's wrong, but I am really attracted to a woman that is dressed up as me. It is perfect. It gets me going. It's basically masturbation, right?
Yes.
I don't know what that says about me, but it's probably pretty good.
And ladies, you don't have to do like the pillow underneath the shirt for me. Just wear like a Bears hat. We'll compromise.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, if you want to like make it realistic, like at least put a little bit of facial hair on yourself
Jesus,
for me.
Dude, this is now a full-blown fetish. Yeah, get the facial hair going.
No, but the real answer is when it's cold outside and you're going to be walking around 40 degrees, just dress up like the Michelin Man so you're warm.
Or like the one year I dressed as a ghost. That was actually the best costume I have. I just wore regular clothes and put a sheet over my head.
So you went as Riley Cooper?
Nope, there was no point. It was a flat, it was my head, top of my head.
All right, last one. If guys store pee in their balls...
Yes.
Where do girls store theirs?
Ovaries.
In their butt.
What's an ovary?
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Girls are like birds, and Mel Kiper. They poop and they pee out of the same hole.
Yeah, right. And also that's why their booty's popping, because they got all their poop and their pee in there.
A lot of piss in those cheeks. Kim Kardashian, that's why she walks around all weird, because she's got to pee the whole time.
No, the real answer is their tummy. You ever see a girl like, oh, I got to pee, and they hold their tummy? It's so cute. It's like, you don't pee. And then it's like, and then you give a little peck. And then they dress up like you.
Oh, they might just wear it in their boobs. That would make sense, right?
Milk's there.
Milk lemonade.
Yeah,
that's how the saying
goes. Around the corner fudge is made. There it goes. All right, that's our show. See, we're back. Hey, ESPN, this is the good shit you missed out on, folks. Milk, lemonade, round the corner fudge is made.
And talking about how attracted we are to ourselves.
Yes. All right. We have a fun surprise for Friday. Everyone's going to be excited.
Also, some breaking moves coming on Friday.
We have a big breaking moves.
So in the biz, sometimes you have to embargo some news, and so that's what we're doing. We're being very professional, capital J journos, and we're not going to say what the news is. But trust me, you're going to want to tune into Friday's episode because it is huge.
Love you guys.
Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van Talk, yeah. Woodhead, kicking on the beaches of the Hudson River, on the island of Manhattan. Oh. Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.